Morning Raez with Soulliaa Rae. Great morning, rays of love. Happy Friyay. Yay, honey, we made it. Thank you so much for joining me all week long, this second week in January, and just rocking with me. If you're new, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome in. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for going back and watching previous episodes and just seeing what Morning Raez is all about. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Make sure those like and comment features work. Rays of love, the word of encouragement this morning is we made it. Okay, we still got breath in our bodies. We made it to the end of this week. If you have to work this weekend, again, I'm praying for you this weekend. Thank you for your service to your families, your communities, wherever you work. Thank you. But if it's the end of the week for you, you made it. We made it. Use this weekend to rest. Like, you made it. I know I will. That is the word of encouragement this morning. The self-soothing practice that we have been talking about this week is journaling. Journaling is one of my favorite therapeutic interventions. I have recommended so many times to clients that I've worked with on a one-on-one direct therapy basis. I do it in my own practice. I have a very robust journaling practice that I do for my own mental wellness. And so I really encourage this practice. We start out at the top of the week with writing down our top 5 gratitude. Then we moved into writing down our worries and the things that felt out of our control. Then we moved into making our task list, our today list, and then yesterday we moved into affirming ourselves and the things that we accomplished, and just affirming ourselves in the fact that we're not failures, and that whatever we didn't get done on our today list the other day, we still have the ability and the momentum to get it done if it was high enough priority. So this last thing that we're going to do is specific about our self-care. We're walking into the weekend, and so in your journal or wherever you've been writing down this week, I want you to just pick 2 intentional things that you're going to do this weekend that you are going to do for self-care. So for this weekend, sorry y'all, I don't have my little thing that holds the phone for me so I can record. So I'm holding it by hand and my arm was getting tired. But I want you to write 1 to 2 things down that you're going to do this weekend intentionally to care for yourself. And so one of the things that I'm going to do, I'm not going to wake up so early. I praise God for this consistent thing that he's been building in me about waking up earlier in the morning, because I like to sleep in. And so this weekend I am definitely sleeping in with it. That's one way I'm gonna care for myself. So that's one thing. I'm resting, and then the second thing that I'm going to intentionally do is just spend some time binging something on Netflix. I don't watch a lot of TV, and Netflix is really a treat for me, so I'm gonna treat myself to some of my favorite Netflix shows and movies. They just put Longest Yard on there. First Sunday is on there. Malibu's Most Wanted is on there. Like, these movies that back in the day, I used to crack up at. And so super excited to just watch some comedies and laugh. Laughter is really, really good medicine. I know that's kind of cheesy and people say that all the time. It's a little cliche, but it really is. The more we can consume joy, the better. So write 1 to 2 things down that you're going to do to care for yourself in your journal, and make some intentional systems of accountability around those things. Make sure that you carve out some time in your schedule, regardless of whatever else you got going on. Make sure you give yourself the time that you need to experience these moments of self-care this weekend, because we made it to the end of this week and we have to begin to care for ourselves. So that is the self-soothing practice for this Friday. Again, I'm so excited and so grateful that we've made it here. I am outside this morning because we're still working with the pup. Been watching more videos on how to train this specific dog. Again, we had outside dogs that were Great Danes, and so this is a new vibe. This is a new vibe, training this small dog. She's currently, as I'm recording this video, biting my toes because she's teething, which is fine. But we've been having to take her out like almost every single hour to 2 hours to use the restroom so that she's not building up the habit of going in the house. As y'all felt me yesterday in yesterday's video. And so, again, like this next few weeks in this season is really going to really be another way this fruit of humility is being grown in me, because this is again something that I didn't want to do. And so because of the benefit for my house, I'm being intentional about doing it. And so I really ain't got no sleep. Last night I really didn't go to sleep. Been up and down with this puppy. So as my loved ones. Thank you, honey bun. Good job, Eve. Good job, girl. So just really trying to build up this habit. So this morning Raez is a little shorter than the other ones, but this week has really been pushing the humility factor for me, and I think that's really important. That's something that God really needed to deal with me in, and my frustration and discomfort and whatever that I was feeling towards him really was rooted in this space of needing to think of myself less and think of the others around me. And really the opportunities and stuff that I feel like I didn't get, the rejection that I've been feeling, all this stuff, there's a time for everything. And the service and stuff that I had to do this season is not yet over. And so we're just waiting. God's timing is perfect, and remembering that and thinking about the assignments that he's given me and not trying to rush into the next thing is something that I'm trying to be intentional about also this season. So that was the chat, y'all. In what areas do you need to be more humble as you walk into this weekend, where you think of yourself less, not think of yourself less, or think you are less? What areas do you need to walk into more humility? What areas practically are you serving, and are you wishing the service is over, and looking for that next thing or a new season, but it's not time yet? What areas like that do you have in your life right now? Thank y'all again for joining me. Go back and check out the midweek release. Covered Unthinkable by Alicia Keys featuring Drake. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm really excited to get back into the singing work. I've been working on my vocals, on my voice, just trying to grow in that gifting, and do it with more excellence than I've done. So that's always the goal, is just to grow in excellence, because that's the standard, period. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. I will see you Sunday morning with the morning Raez. I'll end with some B-roll of the dog. You coming inside or you staying outside? Huh? E. What you doing? Baby, because it's cold.